Hello, America, and everywhere else in the world. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Corey Has No Fucking Microphone on the Podcast. Can you believe it? I'll be honest with you. I have recorded over 100, and I think this is going to be episode 139 or 140. I got to check now. You'll know because you'll be listening to this, but I've done a lot of podcasting with this one microphone. I've even used it to do other podcasts. I've used it to just sit in front of me while I'm on Zoom to look professional. Like a prop. And now it is a prop, and it's broken. I think because whenever I talk on it right now, and I'm doing any tests before I start to actually record the show, because listen, when you listen to Corey Has a Podcast, you're getting raw, unfiltered. Imagine sitting somewhere in a room and hitting record and then talking by yourself with nobody else for 20 minutes at a clip, right? So you're getting the raw, uncut. I edit nothing out. I pull no punches. At least for the most part, right? Like some people's names are changed to protect the identity. What was that shit? South Park, they do that, but obviously who they're talking about or making fun of. I love those guys. But anyway, the microphone just decided to shit the bed, which is one of my favorite ways to describe something not working anymore. It just shit the bed. So now I'm down a microphone, and it's cool because I could be upset, but I'm also one of those people that's kind of like, oh, cool. I get to go buy a new microphone. I get to go microphone shopping, and everybody loves going microphone shopping. You show up to Best Buy. You don't go really shopping in stores anymore, do you? You go online. I walk into stores sometimes, and I'm like, I'm surprised people work here because you can just order all this shit on the internet. So anyway, speaking of people working here, I am in the next couple of weeks going to be venturing out and starting a new job, and I'm really excited about it because I'm getting an opportunity to build and to do things that I want to do. It's funny, like when I was younger and I was in my early 20s and mid 20s, I was working and I was making money, but I kind of just like had nothing to show for it because all I did was just hang out with my money. But now my focus is shifted, right? You start getting a little older, you start seeing things that you feel like you want to have, and you want to be comfortable, and you want to live a certain way. You want a certain lifestyle. You want when it's freezing outside, you can be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm taking an Uber, right? You want when you have a little bit of time coming up where you can take off and you're not so busy. You want to be able to get on a plane maybe and go on a trip. You know what I mean? You want to be able to, if you see a pair of shoes you like, be like, fuck it. You can just buy them without even thinking about it, right? Rent's due, doesn't fucking matter. Maybe you want to own property. You can start thinking about things like that, right? So what do? You work hard, you hustle, and you hold on to fucking whatever you can, and you just try to enjoy your life. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna enjoy my life. Anyway, yeah. So it's winter time for real, finally, right? Yo, I knew this shit was gonna happen. I knew that New York was gonna wait till February to start getting fucking freezing cold because I think tomorrow the temperature is supposed to be like single digits. And I got a fucking CrossFit level 1 certification class to go to on the other side of the world. And I'll tell you what, the other side of the world is in Brooklyn to me. No matter where I'm at in the city, Brooklyn is the other side of the world. And you can't tell me any different. It's just so fucking far. Brooklyn is big. Brooklyn is weird. Brooklyn is like, looks like other places depending on where you are. But I always know I'm in Brooklyn because the streets have stupid names and shit like that. Nah, Brooklyn's all right. Brooklyn's cool. Brooklyn has like nice parks. Brooklyn has parks. It's pretty slept on, but it's just out of the way. Like people, it's funny. Like when people from Staten Island get made fun of and shit, but honestly, I don't feel that different about Brooklyn. You know, I really don't. And I don't care. Other controversial opinions I have. Peanut butter is way better than almond butter. I don't care what anybody says. I like the taste of peanut butter better. I think it's I think a peanut is the superior nut to the almond. Almonds, you gotta crack them open. I mean, peanuts, you gotta crack them open too, but it's way easier to crack open a fucking peanut than an almond. Like a peanut, you can crack it open with your hands. An almond, you need like a machine to do it. So I think almonds are a waste of time. Um, yeah, I heard that cashew butter is good. Stay tuned. I'm gonna try some in the next couple of weeks, and I'll report back. I'll report back, let you guys know my opinion on it. I love cashews. You can't put a bowl of cashews in front of me because I'll eat the whole goddamn thing. There's a few things like that that you can't put in front of me. You can't put a. I'm a salty, savory type of guy. I'm not a sweet guy really, which is kind of funny because some peanut butters are actually pretty sweet, but I'm a natural peanut butter guy. I do the natural, no sugar added, just that straight up nut. Um, but bag of Tostitos, you put a bag of Tostitos in front of me, I'm eating the whole fucking thing. One time, me and my friend Julian, we were in college, we ate that whole tin of Keebler Elf crackers. We were at his house. It was for his whole family. We ate all of them, sitting down playing Gears of War, the video game. We used to have Gears and beers. We would buy beers and play Gears, and we would call each other. We barely even like say a full sentence. I'd be like, "Yo, what up, bro? Yo, Gears and beers?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, come through at like the time," and then I would come through with beers, and we would just play Gears. And we would drink so many beers while we played Gears that we would get so drunk that we stopped being good at the game. And so we just Gearsed it and beersed it until the game just became unplayable. But it was good times, a lot of shit talking, a lot of cracker eating, a lot of joke cracking, a lot of fart ripping. Just a couple of dudes, enjoying themselves. Which really makes me wonder, do girls do that shit? Do girls sit around fucking blasting farts off and fucking eating crackers? Probably. I'm assuming we're all people, right? That's what I would do, you know. But anyway, yeah. So got exciting new things ahead of me, and I'm really stoked about it because I kind of just like have in the last year gone through a lot of things that made me like shift my perspective on like how I want to approach my everyday life. I want to surround myself with like-minded people who are just trying to get better, and I want to break free. I want to be able to put myself in a comfortable position. And I keep talking about this. I keep talking about this a lot, and there's really a couple of ways to do that, right? Being responsible, keeping your eyes on the prize, showing up for yourself on days where you don't really feel like doing it, but you do it anyway because you made a promise to yourself. Like that Kobe Bryant video where he was like, I already signed the contract with myself. It's non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable to me to continue to work towards the life I want. There is no conversation on the side about, well, I don't know if I could do it today. Fuck that. That shit is happening and I'm working on it every single day. And if there's anybody around me who is trying to distract me from that, not necessarily intentionally, right? Like you could be inadvertently pulling me away, and and if I peep that, I'm not letting it happen, right? I'm so focused on building what I want, and that's how you got to be. You know what I mean? And it feels good. It feels good. People get a little bit upset sometimes. I think people don't like it when you just are so clearly focused on your own goals. But you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? That happens too if you're a people pleaser. If you've always been a people pleaser, you always say yes all the time to everybody asking you to do anything. The moment you go, I can't and I won't and I'm not going to be able to do that for you, because I got to do this for me. People don't like that. So be ready for that too, right? Like be ready for you start trying to take your life into your own hands. Be ready for motherfuckers to not be cool with that. But that's okay. They'll get over it, or they'll just be gone, and that's all right too, right? Yeah, I'm just riding this wave, man. I got this class this weekend, so I'm recording on Friday night. Um, Finally got my water bottle. Did I tell you guys about this? I went to the post office. I got my water bottle that I ordered on roguefitness.com. That's roguefitness.com. Use the promo code. Corey has a podcast. No, I'm kidding. I wish. Use Corey has a podcast and get nothing off because it's not real. Pay full price for it, just like everybody else. And it's great. I love it. I love the water bottle. The thing is, though, I had to go to the post office, which is out of the way. Does anybody like going to the post office? But the funny thing about this trip to the post office was I walk in. It's empty, so there's that's a positive. Didn't have to wait on a line, and wait in line or on a line. I go back and forth. I don't have to wait in line. I don't have to wait on a line, and I think the correct way to say it is wait in line. Online is what you do right now when you go on the internet, or if you have Wi-Fi or whatever. Just so everybody is clear on that. But anyway, so I go in. There's one person queued up in front of me, and the lady points and goes, "Sir, the pickup window is over there," because I clearly have the ticket in my hand. They come into your building with your package. And then they look at your mailbox and they go, well, can't fit in the mailbox. And then they look at the building and they assess the neighborhood and they go, this looks like the type of lobby that somebody would walk into here and just take this package and fucking steal it. So I'm not going to just leave it here. So they do it for your protection, right? It also just says a lot about the building I live in, and it kind of pisses me off because I think the same thing every time I walk in. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't fucking, I don't even want to be seen by anybody in this fucking lobby, standing in the lobby too long, It's like I live in a nice apartment, but in a fucking ghetto-ass building. But don't worry, my life is about to change. I'm telling you, stay tuned. Because I'm going to just start letting you guys all in on the progress as it happens. Because you know what? The come up is going to be crazy. And it is starting. You got to believe. You got to manifest. But anyway, so I go to the post office. The lady goes, "Yo, go to the pickup window." So I go to the pickup window, and I'm just standing there like a dickhead. And there's a bell on the wall. It's like ring bell for service that I didn't see right away, and I was just standing there. And the lady still sees me, and she goes, "You got to ring the bell." And I always feel, what's funny is I saw the bell. But I don't like ringing the bell because I thought that the lady that was behind the register was the only person working. And I don't want to be that asshole that came in while she was helping someone and start ringing the bell like ding, 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 ding. And she's like, "Sir, I'll get to you in a minute," because I feel like I'm on this mission whenever I go into the post office to not have a bad experience. Because no one ever has a good experience at the post office or the DMV or any place like that. Even though these motherfuckers have health insurance, they got benefits, their jobs are protected, their employers can't retaliate again. Like, they got a pretty sweet setup. They can retire and shit. These motherfuckers probably got a 401k and everything. But anyway, still, somehow, you know what it is? I just think people walk in and they're not happy to go to the post office, so they treat the people that work at the post office like assholes. And I don't do that. I walk in and I'm super nice. But this lady was really sweet to me, and then she had another woman come out and ask me for my ID, came out, got my package, boom, new water bottle. Now, I opened the water bottle and I did the first thing that you do naturally whenever you get something new. I smelled it. I put it up to my nose and I took a whiff because I wanted to make sure that it smelled. I wanted that new item smell. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest with you, but it smelled kind of funny. It smelled like a new water bottle, but it smelled like it came out of a factory. And truth be told, I went straight to the gym and I almost poured water in it and drank from it, but I didn't. I almost did. I almost did, but I didn't. You know, because the truth is, it's like, is it gonna fucking kill me? Maybe, but truth be told, like I always have this theory, and it's gonna sound horrible, but like if some stupid shit like that is gonna kill me, then I deserved it. You know, um, and that sounds really bad, but I I think that all the time. Like damn, like maybe it really just was my time. Which is crazy because I believe in like free will and I don't believe like there's a day that you like that's already predestined for you. That's your time. Like I don't believe that. I believe that anything can happen on any given day. That's why you got to live your life to the fullest. That's why you got to not waste your time being around miserable, bitter people who only talk shit and never are trying to do anything, always trying to put people down. Don't be around people like that. It's a waste of your time. It's only going to make you start to take that attitude on, right? You got to be around motherfuckers who are trying to get better, trying to get healthier, trying to make more money, right? And it's not, what's funny is like I've been talking about this money shit because it's not all about money. But yeah, I tell you what, man, like Ben Affleck gave that speech in, I think it was Boiler Room, where he was like, listen, whoever said money can't buy you happiness doesn't fucking have any. And I believe that shit too, man. I mean, honestly, it's not always about the money. But I know a lot of motherfuckers that are struggling. I've been around it my whole life. And I guarantee if they had a little more money, they'd be a lot fucking happier. It's just is what it is. It's just the world we live in. I think complaining about the world that we live in all the time, about how things are the way they are, is a waste of time. You just have to learn how to exist in the way that makes you the happiest within that world. It's the only way you're ever going to be happy. If you just walk around looking around like, oh God, everything just sucks. It's like, how do you expect to have a good day? You can't. You can't. You can't do it. So that's my advice I'd give. Try to. I forgot what I said before, to be honest. But I'm drinking this tea and I got the small cup. I put 2 tea bags in it, so the potency is ridiculous. It's like this spicy cinnamon type situation, and it was a lot more potent than I expected. I pulled a face. I made a face. That's what they say. The British people. I pulled a face. You pull a stupid face. That's my Jason Statham from the movie Snatch, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm not going to do any more of that. I'm just going to leave that I'm going to leave it alone. But I'm going to head out of here, guys. I'm debating on what kind of microphone I should buy. So any suggestions, hit up the link in my bio. No, I'm kidding. Hey, hit up the link in my bio for type Corey has a podcast during checkout and you'll receive 50. Can I get one of those? Can somebody hook me up with one of them? No, you got to like do shit for it. I never complain though. I never go, I don't have this. I don't have sponsors. I don't have, I'm not on my podcast talking about Blue Chew. Gives you a boner for 6 hours if you want. Like I don't have it. Maybe if I hit up Blue Chew, they would let me talk about how you chew the gum and it gives you a boner for 6 hours. I don't know. But maybe one day. Maybe I'll be on here talking about MeUndies. Maybe I'll be on here talking about Talkspace or something. I don't fucking know. Right? I could talk about it anyway. I actually use Talkspace for my mental health. But that's enough for today. Folks, listen, have a good time. Start working towards building the life you want. Think about it. Write down some notes. What do you want to have in your life? What do you want to see happen? It's February. Got a lot of time, right? How's that New Year's resolution coming along, right? We're a little over a month in. What's up? How's that going? All right? Think about it. Take care of yourself. Take care of the people you love. And I'll talk to you motherfuckers later.